I'd just like to point out that I'm so glad I got a name like Dave, because throughout my dad's entire life, he was a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, and he really wanted to name me Knuckles. He kind of learned his lesson, though, after putting my brothers, Reuben, Angus, and Philly through school. Yeah, it didn't really work out so well. My mom kind of slapped some senses to him and said, "Are you sure you want to do this to your youngest son? I mean, you remember what happened when you were born, right?" So it's brought back to the memory of his parents telling him how he was named. And they're like, "We got this brand new baby boy here. What should we call him?" And they said to each other, "Well, our neighbors, the Dick family, just named their kids Gino and Rhoda. Let's go somewhere in that direction." So that's when my grandpa was like, "You know what? Screw that. We're going to call our kid Richard." So we went through school with a name like Dick Samich. Which is why I'm so glad I got a name like Dave. Yeah. So I've been doing some research recently, and okay, you got me. I've been searching Google, and I recently found out that besides people and monkeys, dolphins are the only animals in the world that get pleasure out of sex, which means that they're the only things in the world besides us that can masturbate. Now it makes you wonder how the logistics of this works. It's like, well, you have like dolphin porn somewhere, like where you got dolphins inviting their friends over to watch some clam-on-clam action. Actually, I recently found out that they do have porn stars. Best name for a dolphin porn star in history, Free Willy. Yeah, I should have seen him stick his dorsal in Flipper's blowhole. It was just great. All right. So the other day, my mom was out at the pub, right? And actually, I think it might have been this one. I'm not sure, but she picked up some supper and brought some home for me because she knows that I can, eat a lot. So she comes home, right? And she comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, Dave, you ever had pulled pork before?" How do you ask someone like me a question like that? Not just to be a smart ass about it. So I just turned to her and go, "No, but I have had Spank's monkey. That was pretty good." I enjoyed that almost as much as that time you brought home some chopped chicken. So, what's that? Tim and his snide comments. Okay. So I've been wondering recently. Maybe you guys can answer this question because I'm at a loss. Why does the male penis have a head? Like, some people on one side of the room asked this question once. Some people on one side of the room said, "Oh, it's to give the man more pleasure during sex." Some people on the other side of the room said, "No, it's to give the woman more sexual pleasure." Personally, I'm just glad it's there to keep me from flying off the handle and smoking myself in the nose. Oh, Chris, I can see you over there looking at me like, "Wow, is it really that big?" Yeah, it's really that big. That's why I'm standing up in front of you on a Sunday night telling jokes about jerking my gherkin. If it really was that big, I'd be getting laid tonight. And let's be honest, any guy in here would be a complete dick about it if his dick was this big, right? You'd just be going at it like, "Oh, baby, when did you have your tonsils removed?" Trust me, any guy in here would be bragging about it for the rest of his life. Like, you'd be hanging out with your friends, right? And your buddy on one side would be like, "Hey, I measured, I'm 9 inches. The other guy would be like, "Really?" Because my girlfriend says I'm the biggest that she's ever had. That's when you just pipe up and be like, "Haven't you guys ever wondered why little Timmy was born with a dent in his forehead?" All right. Well, that's it for me. I'm going to hand you back to your own now.
Expounding upon on the phallic nature of the mic stand. There you go. Dave Sandwich, everybody.